Oops, that's not what I wanted to show. What I wanted to show was painting. Yep. So we're going to be painting today. I just want to make a quick video about story time. So the story starts in like 23, and essentially we're going to be talking about is this guy. Oh, wait, why is this still happening? Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? So today we're going to be talking about a quick little story time, and and so this begins in 2023. I was on a job, and we were getting ready to join a meet with the boss. You know, it was a pretty eventful morning. I did a couple of calls. I talked to a couple of our customers, and finally we get into the meet with the boss, and we were talking. And then he says, well, so-and-so thinks you're fine. This other person thinks you're fine. And this other person thinks you're fine. But I don't think you're fine. And he also said, I don't think you're fine. I don't think you're ready. And I said whatever office things. Because, you know, I think I heard him talk before. And kind of clicked on to who he is, which is we'll conclude that later. And I then said okay, and you know, whatever office stuff I normally say, which is okay, yeah, I can improve. I'll get back, you know, just whatever office stuff. And so then he said he wanted to talk to one of my co-workers. And so I leave, and he goes. Let me. Oh my God! Why do I keep messing this up? Why do I keep messing it up? Why do I keep messing it up? Hello guys, what's up? How's it going? And today we're going to be talking about a quick little short story time. So basically I'm just going to hop right into it. So I was on a job in 2023. And you know, I was sitting there getting prepared to start my work day. One of my supervisors came in and said, hey, you're going to be talking to the boss. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that sounds good, great. And you know, the day starts. I do a couple calls, and then we all get ready at one point during the day to join the meet, and then talk to this guy. And so I went first, and then I started talking to him, and he says, well, so and so thinks you're fine, and this other person thinks you're fine, and this other person thinks you're fine, but I don't think you're fine. And and I was like, oh, okay, that's good, okay. And I just said whatever office, I'm just paraphrasing, whatever office stuff I said. And then he said, okay, well, I want to talk to so and so, you know, my other co-worker, who I'm just gonna call Sue. And he jumps. he says, all right. And I said goodbye, and I leave the meet. I'm trying not to mess up my words. I leave the meet, and I get her, and I said, hey, he wants to talk to you. And she's like, okay. And then after she left, I started talking about to my co-worker game plan of how we get this stuff, how we can perform the job better. And then you know, we start taking calls after that. And while I'm on one call, my co-worker comes back into the meet, and she starts talking to my supervisor about how she's having a emergency and she has to leave. And so she goes ahead and leaves, but at the time I wasn't really thinking about anything because I was like I was still on the job, so I had to complete my job. And then the boss jumps in, joins my meet, and starts saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then after I didn't talk, he says, oh wait, you're in a meeting. And then he leaves. Like, he's like, oh, he says it out loud, are you in a meet? And leaves. This is very important because I'll get back to this in a few. So then I complete the after I complete the call, I had the ticket and everything ready. I was ready to send that out, and I started talking. I wanted to talk to my supervisor, make sure I got everything ready to go before I send this out. This dude comes in there and starts saying, "Are you done? Why aren't you done? Why haven't you sent it? Why isn't this done? Why isn't that done?" And just came in and started saying that stuff. I'm going to just call it. And I said, oh, I want to talk about so and so, about how to complete this if it's all good. And it's like, well, that's not how we do things. And then the other dude in my meet, I guess he saw that what this dude was saying to me, and then he said, well, he says I have 2 tickets. I'm sorry, I messed up on one of them. It's like, oh, you're fine, but he's not. And I was like, and there was a moment of silence between the both of us. We were like, what? And then he didn't berates me a bit more, and then he leaves, right? And then after that, I obviously got the ticket sorted out and sent it off. And so I'm like, okay, so I need to complete what I'm doing, my work day, because this has been like 5 hours after which. And so I said, all right, I'm going to get on one more call, and I'm going to complete what I'm doing, because for some reason we were ending the day early. I don't know why, but we were ending the day early. And so I got into the call with the woman, right? And she was asking for something crazy. And I said, okay, I'll escalate it up. And then I went to go talk to one of our other, not even supervisor, just worker, on this issue that he knew a lot about. And so while I was talking to him, he came back into my meet and said the same thing. What are you doing? What's going on? He came into my meet 3 times saying this. He then leaves. He then leaves again. And let me say this: I'm on a call. How does he know that I'm on a call like 3 times? I'll tell you guys at the end. I'm trying not to get too sidetracked, because I'm trying to like paint and do this at the same time. I'm like trying to make but that's besides the point. Basically he joins back in and starts talking, and one thing that I found weird is that I put the ticket in. I had the ticket perfect. I put everything on there, and I sent the ticket off. Then when he said, "Oh, so show me your your ticket number, all the other stuff." My ticket came out messed up, and I didn't think until right now at this moment that he could have manipulated the ticket, but I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to chop it up to me messing up on that one, I think. But he's like, "Oh, you did this and that. We can't do we can't have that on there and all this other stuff." I saw it to bewait me some more. It's like, "Oh yeah, sure." Whatever I said, and then he didn't even ask me to redo the ticket, which is weird. I ended up going back and redoing the ticket and canceling the other one. And so then I said, this will be very important. Let me grab the Gemini transcript. I grabbed the Gemini transcript. I took a screenshot. I didn't notice at the time, but he sent me a message at midway during the call saying what's going on. But I don't know if he only knows 2 words or something. But he said, "What's going on and what are you doing? What can you find? What can't you find?" And here's the thing. This is before I even sent out the for help from my coworkers. This is long before, and at that moment I said, "Oh, he was listening to the call the whole time. Every call I had, he was listening to." I think he wanted to. I think he wanted to eliminate me and the girl off of the team. The girl never came back. My other coworker never came back. So, I mean, like, it's sad because it's super hard to find, a job. And, see, he had like a family and everything. I was like, oh man. And so, I got everything I needed for him. I got screenshots, I got text messages, I got tickets, I got everything. But I never needed to use them because I never seen them again. But that happened, and then I've got another job later on. So I say like all is well with that, but I don't know what you can learn from what I just told you, other than people are just acting assholes, I suppose. But I mean, like, that's the story, guys. So that's it. Once I'm done making this art, I'll post it up on my Twitter and my Medium if any of you want to see the completed piece. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Peace.